Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are very shortly gearing up towards the awards presentation ceremony. You know what? They say that the best gift you could give to anybody is nothing but appreciation. So let's make sure this evening is all about appreciation, applauses, acknowledgement. And how can you show that? Of course, via your tweets, via your messages on social media. Hashtag Golden Circle Awards is the official hashtag. You can tag us, Yotta. Before that, before just heading into the mainstream ceremony, I would be very happy to be actually inviting just on the stage the director from Savex, Atul Gaur. If you're just around, we would just be very happy if you can talk to us.
Yeah. Hi, friends, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome once again to all of you. It's a pleasure to be connected with all of you. I would have loved to be, shaking hands with Rajivs of the world and Amits of the world and so on and so forth. I can't count so many names, and it's such a pleasure to be amongst you. Even before I want to start, my thoughts on this, let me first profusely thank Sunil and his entire team for having put it so beautifully, so ably. I am seeing one of these events, such beautifully crafted ones. I've been in part of some of the other events, but I am seeing this is one of the most exciting, and the way it is being done so beautifully. So thanks to entire Yotta team for putting it up. I can see the enthusiasm from the partners, and I'm already seeing some LinkedIn chat tweets going around. So such a pleasure. These days, we are all virtually connected. Maybe, as Sunil mentioned, a year down the line, I think we'll have more face-to-face physical handshakes. I'll take this opportunity to share with you as to maybe very basic fundamentals as to what Savex thinks about the relationship, how we see is the market, and how we see that what is in it for you. Now, it is extremely important that Sunil is called the data center man of India. I don't know how many of you know that. He's the one who has, done already 19 data centers, if I'm not wrong, and probably the best creation of his has come now, the 20th one, which is really topped, which is a crown, which is a jewel, if I have to say so. I had a chance to not only visit, had a lunch with him and visited the facility. What you call typically a 7-star experience when we go in a hotel and figure it out, and after resting and move out, give hefty tips and say it's a beautiful thing what we had. I think our machines would say that when they are stationed there. I can tell you it's a 7-star experience for them. And if your machines are safe and sound in the best hands, one thing fails. There's not only one backup, 2 backup, 3 backup, 4 backups. And I've never seen so many backups. People call it for DR. And after DC, I think the DC itself has so many backups. You talk bandwidth, you talk power, you talk so many things. It's so beautifully done. I think some of you who have gone to the data center would have seen with their own eyes as to what it is. So by no means it's called a tier 4. And, a lot of other data centers I have heard use the term tier 4 a little loosely in terms of some of the aspects. But I can tell you in true sense, this is possibly one of the best. Seeing is believing. I'm not going here just to please everybody. I'm talking from my heart. So guys, please be dead sure as to what I'm speaking is, I think the proof of the pudding is that Savex is putting his own stuff. We run a $3 billion business. We are putting all our hardware in Yotta. I think what else you would want to hear, this is the proof. So I said this is seeing is believing. You heard from our CTO, Devang Pandya, as well. I think he spoke about it. I think he has evaluated multitude of options, choices before going in for Yotta. We all see digital transformation. Every second webinar you go on the, these days, you will heard BFSI industry, you heard manufacturing industry, everybody is talking BFSI. We all hear COVID is accelerating the BFSI, the digital transformation. And what is at the center of digital transformation? I think we all called, making sure that we are best of the workflows, we are best of the systems, we are, making sure that the customer experiences are very good, we are making sure that the processes are very tightly done, but everything is cloud. And we all know how cloud is going to move. I must tell you, and I can't name the vendor, all my partners know because it is one of the largest IT vendors I'm speaking, has given a very large contract to one of the premier companies, if I have to name BCG, to evaluate whether their hardware can move as a service. And it's global. So they are contemplating, I must tell you, every single vendor in IT industry, whether hardware, whether software, even services. Services guys are also thinking how it can become subscription. This year, next year, third year, you top it up. How do you get it? They're all thinking in those terms. And I think we are all seeing in our lifetimes how the valuations of the subscription companies are changing. I mean, they're just going through the roof. One is going to be bought for a few $1 billion, another few more $1 billion, and so on and so forth. So I think when I met some of the partners, and more so virtually only, and I was discussing with them that we have tied up around 8-9 months back when we had signed up with Yotta, that it makes a lot of sense to take your server, make it co-location. And they are very close to me. Some of you spoke very heart to heart, and I must share with you because it's important that you understand. And they said, यार सर्वर पूरा बेचते हैं, अच्छा खासा मार्जिन पूरा मिल जाता है, ये टुकड़े टुकड़े का मार्जिन छोटा छोटा मिलेगा, इसमें क्या मजा है? मजा इसी में है मेरे दोस्त, जब वो मलाई हर साल, पिछले साल की मलाई भी अगले साल खाने को मिलती है और फिर उसकी अगले साल की मलाई फिर अगले साल खाने को मिलती है, तो मलाई सैंडविच का मजा चौगना हो जाता है. So that is the beauty of recurring services. And but very interestingly, both Bhavesh and Nilesh told me and another interesting point which I must share with you. They said आपके सर्वर पहली वाली पूरी मलाई भी खा सकते हैं और रिकरिंग मलाई भी खा सकते हैं. वो कैसे? मैंने कहा कि वो डेटा सेंटर सर्वर खरीद ले. So you will get full your margin when data center buys your server. For end customer, they will convert into EMI, which is an OPEX kind of a transaction. So customer is also very happy. All his hardware and services and solutions are getting into one single bill a month. That's all. So he's very happy. As far as I'm seeing, most of the companies, are conserving their expenses, and more capex is getting converted into OPEX. So when you are looking at an OPEX, not only for a hardware but a whole, solution. I think you heard Sunil talking about a Citrix solution. I heard one of his very interesting webinar just a couple of days back. And these days, you see all these Netflixes and so on and so of the world, the streaming services, the OTT, and he was speaking about a partnership which they have done. But all these streaming services are going to go through his data center and going, to so many consumers. So name of the game is subscription. I think I'm making it very loud and clear. And those who will jump into first will be ahead of the race. We all know, जो पहले आगे चला जाता है, in Formula 1 racing, pit stop, I mean the front start के लिए already एक event होता है जिसमें सबसे पहले कोई आगे आता है. So I think I know quite a few you are there and you have won awards. So I know you are all pros in that. But some of you who have not tasted blood, my request is to taste it. It is really very interesting. And once you taste it, you would not want to leave it. Because one after the other, every month, you heard Nilesh, you heard Sunil, they are getting into one after the other solution services. मैं आपको एक बहुत अच्छी बात और पते की बताता हूँ जो शायद आपको बहुत कम लोगों को पता होगा. वो ये बात है कि योटा ही शायद एक ऐसी कंपनी है हिंदुस्तान में जो पार्टनर का कस्टमर पार्टनर के साथ रखती है. आप देखेंगे बहुत सारे डेटा सेंटर्स हैं, and I'm going back to English because some of my South partners are also there. You would see that customers get billed by most of the data centers directly. Here, Yotta allows that your customer remains with you. They're not going after it. In fact, there's a mandate by Sunil and his team that it is a partner ecosystem which has to come first. So even if the leads are coming, they are making sure that the partner is winning the deal. So I think it is all in for you. Once you go in for full hog, your deals will get registered. They bill it to us, we bill it to you, you bill your customer. कैसे है? How it is like? You have a pizza base, you have one layer of cheese on it, you have another layer of some toppings on it, and you can have toppings after toppings year after year. The customer remains with you. The client is with you. Tomorrow, a client is gone for a particular hardware and he wants to add some additional accessories to it. Most of the data centers say, it's my client. Whatever you got, I paid to you. Now, is there something asking for more that's not come through you? I don't pay you. Sorry. Yotta is going very, very strongly in partner ecosystem. So even if you're not aware, your customer goes and asks for something more, you get your margin. So that's the beauty of it. I think it's very important that we get into this ecosystem. The earlier, the better. And I would use a phrase, I have heard it, but I heard it from Sunil. And I would like to, take his name and say it again. He says, democratizing the entire IT services and making it affordable and accessible. That is what the whole game is. Yotta is all about. Savex is making sure that all our executives are certified. They are there to help you. We have dedicated business head. We have pre-sales guys. We have sales guys. Every single deal, you guys selling servers, please speak to our guys. I think you will find double the benefit. Not only you will have a sale, but you will also may get a chance of recurring sale. And a lot of you have to get into services if you're not into services, because that is the game. So I think once you get into through Yotta, you will find the customer will not only be hooked to you. He has bought your product today. He may go and next year buy somebody else's product. That will not happen. He will get hooked onto you. So that's a brief message from my side. And I wish these are very trying times in COVID. We all are here with our loved ones. And, I know in the second wave, most of us have lost some close ones. My heart goes out to all of them who have really, as I think somebody said, that, these are frontline soldiers who have really sweated out. My heartfelt thanks to and condolences to their families. Savex is doing everything from their side. On the our chairman is a very large-hearted one, and we are supporting many endeavors in COVID times, not only through CSR but other way around also to support. So we are a company to work shoulder to shoulder with you. Look forward connecting with Asim Tamboli and Nilesh Mistries of the world, and please connect. Feel free to connect with me. Thank you so much for all your support. It's all your day. It's all your night. Savor it. As Shikha said, take a picture, tweet it, and take it ahead. Thank you so much.